So just over a month ago, I had the most unique breathwork session that I had facilitated. It was wild. It was the first time ever in doing this work that I had facilitated a session for my mother. She had been pretty, let's just say she didn't really believe in this work or the benefits that it could have. And we'd organized it a month out. I was flying to Sydney to visit her. I arrive and she lets me know that my uncle, her brother, had passed away the night before. And I turned to her, I said, "Mum, do you still want to do this?" She said, "Yeah, let's do it." She lays there, and there's many layers as to why this was such a unique journey. She lays down, and all of a sudden, I'm looking at this body. I'm looking at the nervous system. I'm seeing how the breath is moving through. I'm looking at the legs and how they're positioned. And I'm thinking to myself, I've never looked at my mum's legs in this way. Yeah, seeing how they're positioned and so on, and the knees and the ankles. It's just not something that you do. You don't, observe your parents' bodies in this way. Maybe be a little weird, right? I'm like, whoa, like I'm seeing a human. Yeah. This is the very beginning of really, knowing that there's the role that this human has played for me as being a mother to me, and the boy that had always known this human to be that for him. That was already clear to me that this was a whole different ballgame to see the human in front of me. It was the first time ever that I had facilitated the whole session while creating the playlist on the spot, song by song by song by song, knowing the songs that touch her, knowing the songs, the music that is so dear to her, but also knowing and having a lot of data and context as to what's played out for this human. And there was a moment, and this was the moment, yeah. There was a moment in the session. It was the Honopono song. I'm sorry. Thank you. I love you. Words repeated. I hear the lyrics. I see my mum. She starts to break open, crack open, tears coming through. I look up and I can see on the shelf a photo of my uncle. I start to break down. And when I say break down, I'm talking there's nothing holding on. There's a floating and wandering thought of, hang on a second, you're facilitating this process. You can't be crying like this. You can't be falling apart like this. In this case, this was unique. I'd never broken down in a session, ever. This was unique. I allowed it to happen. I'm there trying to keep myself quiet so that it doesn't interrupt that process. But there probably wasn't a better way for my mum and myself, unplanned, to be grieving the loss of her brother, my uncle. It's a session that I'll never, ever forget. And it's a session that rebirthed my relationship with my mother. To see her beyond the mother, the role, and to see her in her immense power, in her immense vulnerability, which she has never been able to do or be throughout her life because she's needed to keep it together. For everybody around her, her mother, my grandmother, the nursing home, her brother struggling with addiction, abuse, and alcohol-induced dementia. It was tough. It's been tough. And I'm so grateful that this which is my work, gave me the opportunity to see her in her rawness. Mum, I love you. Thank you for everything, everything. You're an incredible human being. And I'm saying this here publicly. I've already mentioned this to you in person, but the world needs to hear it too. I love you, Mum.